Alright, this tutorial I'll be showing you how you can make a time model for any game or any software that you want. So first you'll want to go to roboflow.com and then sign up. And you want to go to projects and create a new project. For now, I'll be just showing any project like this one, dataset, and you can see here how I've labeled images, right? What you are going to be doing, you're going to be going here and creating animation job. So you can upload data and get to the images that you are going to be training on by selecting files and finding wherever those images are. They're all mine. I'll just show you how it looks. Save and continue. Once you've done this, take a sec. Now you're going to want to choose label myself. So you're going to start choosing images. Make sure that they have something you want to know. Put a box around. Alright, since this data set was just a really short one that I made just for this video. There you can see a player that I want to make a box around. Alright, so another player, cool. And you're going to be doing this for whatever project you want to. It's going to take at least 30 minutes to get a decently good data set. And once you've done this, you just want to add the images to the data set, right? Once you're done with this, head over to dataset and check that all the images are good and working like you want. Like this, for example. And I want to be going to versions. Create a new version. Then for the splits, doesn't really matter too much, but you definitely want to have quite a bit of images on the training. So perhaps like maybe 0 in tests and around 10% valid. I'd recommend getting around 200 images here, just to begin with your training model. And here there will be 20 images for validation. And I'd say at least 5% images of the images total. So if there's 220 images, 5% of 220, 110. Oh, I don't even know, to be honest. You're gonna head over to pre-processing, and you're gonna be choosing solely this option right here, none of the others. So continue, and if you know what you're doing, you're gonna be adding augmentations to images. But I'll just skip this. And you're gonna be creating your dataset. Now, once the dataset is done, I'm gonna download the zip to your computer and save it. Now you're gonna head over to File Explorer and extract this. Once it's done extracting, I'm gonna head over to here. Right click, add into Notepad or VS Code, whatever you choose, doesn't really matter. And choose this path. I'm gonna type in here, path, press Control V, enter, and then you save this. Press Control S. Go. Now you're gonna be taking whatever you're gonna be using for training script. For example, this, I'll show you in a second. Paste this over here. Edit the notepads, and you can see the training script right here. From Ultralytics, import YOLO. And then there's a lot of things you can add here. Batch is basically how fast we'll be training. Epochs, how much. For this video showcase, I'll just do, let's say, 5. This is real little, this will give poor results, but video. And for image size, I would recommend doing 6040 or 960. 640 is going to give you a decent resolution, but 960 is a lot better and gives a higher quality. And for batch 14 and patience, just 0. And it's just for testing. In real purpose, you would do like 300 here and patience around 20, and image size even higher and batch higher. Once it's saved, double check it's saved. This. Gonna open this in command prompt, and you're gonna be typing in Python p.py or whatever your program is named. This will start training. Press enter. That's gonna import everything from Ultralytics and YOLO, so you can start training your AI model. But this is gonna go quite quick, and just for showcasing how it's gonna look. And the model won't really be that well like working, but once you do this properly, it will be decently. But the main problem about doing like this by doing it by hand is it takes a long time. So what you're going to be wanting to do once your training is done, it will go over here to runs. While you do that, you head over to my GitHub page. I'll be linking in the bio. Press on here. And then you're just going to want to download this as a zip and extract it. Once you extract the zip, you can head over and go to C where we put it. I'll put it here just for showcasing. And you're just gonna, this is how it's gonna look like without the runtime. Press on this, double press on this. And it's gonna do everything for you. And you're gonna head over to this page. Everything's open source, so you can read through the code and malware if you're that and whatnot. And here you're gonna be choosing what image size you're training your model at. We are currently training our model at 640. Here you can see the model training is gonna go quite quick. And yeah. Once this is done, you'll see here in a moment. Go to downloads, go to the folder where it is. Here we go, it's done. This is the score it got, which is not too bad honestly for 5 epochs. Head over runs, select, train, wait. Here's the best model you got. You can head over to here, add images, and you're going to choose whatever images you're going to be labeling. This is to improve the speed of how many images to label, because this is going to take quite a while. If you have a lot of images now, you can head over to this and apply them. Now you're going to take that model you just trained, go to runs, detect, train, hits. You're going to choose the best.pt, right? Important that it's a PT file. That's only such as supports. And depending on your model, you're going to use often 30 or lower. And you can see view. Once you do this, run labeling. You're going to see here a progress bar. And yeah, it's not the best model that I've made, so clearly C doesn't detect all the players. Go a little bit lower in the confidence. There you go. See now that it got me quite a few more players. So you're gonna head over to those images, and I can press on the labels and change them. This will help quite a bit in the beginning, so we can label quite a bit faster and get the better results earlier. And just do this for every image. Alright. Once you've done that, you press the save all button, or you just save one by one. Doesn't really matter. Just save all, and you press export to Coco. Now you're gonna get a zip file. The zip file, you will want to extract it like this, and you'll get all the images with all the annotations saved. So you'll see that the annotations here aren't that well, but I'll show you in a moment how it will look like once you do one. Now with all the pre-labeled images that you just got, the new ones, go over to here, press on this file, make sure to press select folder, press here, and load it. Select folder, download this one, yeah. And there you go. Now you got all players allocated the way they are, but you can clearly see that there's some missed. I'll show you right now what it would look like asset. You're using a decent model. If you go add model, this is a model with 500 images that can run basically any image that you want. Open, train on 320 by 320, often around 23, run labeling, and boom. There you go. You can see manually by hand, it would take around maybe an hour to do around 200 images. It honestly depends how motivated you are to try and do this. And yeah, but you can clearly see getting basically all players. Player, see here, no player, player. And yeah, you can see how this saves a lot of time. Depending on what game you are, it is good to 200 images and basically get a perfect model and train on a lot of images way faster than hand labeling them. You would just export and set it in here. And I'd recommend doing like this, a split of start with 200 to train, depending on what you're using, and then go over and then train 200 images, and then once you got 200 more images, go add them to the datasets and do the same split once again. 9%, 10%, and 90 on training, 10% validation. And then I'd recommend getting around 600 images and then retraining the model once again, going over to 1000. And with around 1000 images, you'll have such a good data model that you could just honestly start collecting a lot of data and getting a 2000 image model. So this split right here, 200, 400, 600, 1000, and 2000, like this. And manually doing this by hand would take a lot of time, like starting with 200 and then making the AI label 200 more for you. Use like save you a lot of time, especially in the long term. So yeah, this basically done a tutorial. Once you're done with this, press Control C in here, hit yes. And you can see the local host is now over. And yeah, that's about it. I'll put the link for the download on the machine or in the bio. That or description, whatever it's called. There's the full explanation how to use it. Just in case you don't know, you'll have to have Python installed on your PC already. And there's a showcase video as well. Yeah, that's about it for this tutorial. And good luck on making your models.